listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.
Sound of sweet, sweet goodness. Sweet, sweet nectar of the gods.
Welcome back, Adam.
Welcome back to For Your Distraction.
Listen to that sultry voice.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm wearing the douchebag tee.
I was just gonna admire that graphic tee.
I said last week I'm gonna wear the graphic.
I forgot that you said you were gonna wear that this week.
Yeah.
That is not
it's a graphic tee.
It is not what I pictured. What even is that? Is that just a bunch of design? Is it a tribal? Adam, is that a tribal?
Probably. It's fucking American
It looks
Eagle.
like it's something like Native American.
It's American Eagle. So
American Eagle.
yeah, when they were a thing. Are they still a thing?
I think they're still a thing.
They're not very popular though.
Yeah, I mean, I used to like American Eagle gear back in the early aughts, the high school days.
Yeah.
I would rock an American Eagle, but like
They make their clothes tight.
everything's size medium.
Yeah.
So like
my arms are busting out of this fucking thing right now.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
Jesus Christ.
You look like Lou Ferrigno when he's mad. We're back.
We're back.
We're back at it.
It's hot. It's hot.
We got a beer of the show. I haven't done that in a hot minute. Let's get into it.
We gotta
Put that down. We're getting into the beer of the show.
Fine. I gotta crack mine open.
So it's as you alluded to, it is quite warm out, and I always say like nobody wants to hear about the weather, especially if they listen to this like 6 months
Unless
after we
you're
recorded
like
it.
a 40-year-old bearded white guy, yeah, nobody cares about the weather.
But right now, currently, as we're recording this, June 23rd, if you're watching us live, June 23rd, 2025, we're setting like record high temperatures.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's not the thing you want to set a record for.
Yeah, we're all going to die.
Yeah.
In more ways than one.
What's it going to be like? What's it going to be like
later.
in 15 years, I wonder?
It's going to be like that movie, The Arrival, with goated up Charlie Sheen that we just watched and talked about.
Yeah.
Remember how the aliens were like terraforming the planet and
Everything's gonna get
making everything hotter? But we're doing that ourselves with global warming. So
Unless they're actually aliens doing it. Ooh, conspiracy.
here we go again. Anyway, beer of the show.
Beer of the show.
Was swimming and I wanted some beer, so I went to the beer store and I bought this. It's called Yinzer Lager. It's from the
Yinzer.
Fathead Brewery, which is confusing because Fathead Brewery isn't from Pittsburgh. It's from somewhere in Ohio. But they have a pretty big presence in Pittsburgh. I think they maybe have I think they might have opened up a brewery in or near Pittsburgh.
Maybe.
I don't know.
That's good enough, I guess.
But they're originally from Ohio. But it says Yin's Gun Down a Sass Side on the top. It's pretty cool.
I hate it so much.
You hate it? You hate it? You hate
it so-
Pittsburghese? Yin's Gun Down a Sass Side.
Yeah.
Come
that's
on.
fucking horrible. That's terrible.
So I feel like I don't have an accent, but when I've traveled, especially to like the deep south, they're like, y'all ain't from around here.
I know I don't have an accent.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I don't.
You
keep
do.
saying that. I just talk normal.
You do not
I'm
know.
the most generic. I'm the most generic talking individual ever.
All right.
All right?
We have friends on here from all over the globe.
If you put me on a TV show and I talked like this, I would just be like a normal dude.
I will say,
You can't pinpoint where I am.
I will
where I'm
say,
from.
even if you go to like the deep south, I lived in the south for a year, and even their newscasters have like a Midwest accent.
Yeah.
And it's like not Southern. I don't
Yeah.
know what the deal with that is, but we do have accents.
I
We do.
challenge. I will go to the South and I will challenge anybody to. Hey, where am I from?
You're gonna get had. You're gonna get
Nope,
get had
nobody's-
right dang
Nobody's
quick.
gonna know. They're gonna
Bro.
say, you sound like you're from.
I want to play
Ohio.
this
You sound
game.
like you're from, Washington. You sound like no.
We got to find people from not in our area that don't know us, and I want a best of 7 because
I'm down.
Because you're going to
I'm
get
down.
some idiots that just don't know a single accent from their ass.
What is this accent? You have a is this considered Western PA accent? Bullshit. Because I bet you I can go to California, sound the exact fucking same.
No, California accent is very, very different than a Western PA accent. You getting Tinder notifications over there, bro? We're working here.
No, it's fucking calendar reminders. It's way more boring.
Oh. Well, anyway, I'm telling you, we have accents.
Bullshit.
You can't hear it.
Bullshit.
We do. So shoot us an email at foryourdistraction@gmail.com.
I'm not gonna go to England and the women are gonna be like, ooh, that sexy American accent.
Yes, they are. They're gonna be like, you have such a beautiful Pittsburgh accent.
I don't even have a Pittsburgh accent.
You do, bro.
I don't.
You do, though.
I just mocked whatever the fuck is on this can.
Well, you do. You do.
No, fuck. No, I don't.
Oh my God.
Are you guys going down to the South Side? That's how I would say it. How about the South Side, guys? What's going on down there?
You do.
Nope.
It might not be as prevalent as someone who.
I don't buy it. I'm generic everyman is what I am.
You're gonna hate the beer. Whatever. Drink it.
Joke's on you. It's not too bad. It's generic.
It is
like my accent. It's very.
It
generic.
is a German style lager, so I thought you might like it.
It's very generic, like my accent. Very regular. No wow factor about it.
This why you know I have a girlfriend. This is why you're so sexy. You have a foreign accent, and you still don't have a girlfriend because you have no faith in yourself.
Did Scott just do a racist? Did he do a racist? I think he did a racist.
Didn't do a racist. I said nothing racist.
You get nothing. You lose, sir.
Anyway, I like this beer.
It's not bad. It's a good summer beer. Yeah.
I don't think it's a summer beer at all. I think you're wrong there.
It's not heavy.
I think
it's not heavy. It's light.
I don't think it's as crisp and refreshing as I'd like it to be for a summer beer.
It also didn't just come out of the fridge. It's sitting in your bag for how long?
A fair amount of time.
I figure if it was right out of the fridge, nice and cold, it's not room temperature, but it ain't cold.
Well, the Bumbleberry, the Fatheads Brewery, they have a Bumbleberry beer, which I really like. It's like a blueberry. It's pretty tart. I like that. This one's good. I like it. It's okay. It's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not a terrible beer. It's pretty not bad.
I'm going to rate it a 3.079.
I'm going to rate it an okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Thumbnail.
We're also drinking.
It's the thumbnail. There it is.
You'll find it easy. It's early on.
Yeah, I'm going to forget. So.
Okay, a little bit of housekeeping before we get into the meat and potatoes of the show.
All right.
We got a visit from the mailbag, Adam.
We did.
Yeah, we got two.
Fucking A.
We got two from the mailbag. And I got to pull these up. The first one comes from David Lowry.
Any relation to Mike Lowry?
Lowry. David Lowry. And he commented, your podcasts, comma, I see gets lots of views, comma, satire.
Oh, he's being very satirical?
Shots fired across the bow.
Okay.
I mean, I responded with, well, you want to come on and talk about how pathetic your life is?
What's the context of this? Is he just like talking shit for? Is he talking shit about
said,
some shit that we talked
you
about?
want a mirror? No, I think he's so. I don't know if everybody knows this, but your boy here, your boy in the blue, you're my boy Blue. I like to do a bit of trolling when I'm on social media.
You started it, I see.
I don't start it. I never called out David Lowry.
I don't have a problem with you starting it.
No, I didn't start it. It was just I think it was a post office post. And I think I was like, thanks, Trump. That's my favorite thing to do right now. Whenever anything goes bad, and it's like a news article of something that like sucks, my comment is, thanks, Trump, with an angry face.
You gotta say thanks, Taco.
Well, thanks, Trump, is what I do. It triggers the cult so badly. And this guy, David Lowry, just decided, without even making a first comment, clicked on me, went to my profile, scrolled down, found For Your Distraction podcast, and looked at us and says, I see you get all the views, satire.
Did he put satire in quotations?
No.
Oh, no.
He just wrote the word satire.
He didn't even put it in quotations.
He had to point out that he was being facetious about saying we get lots of views.
All I'm going to say, David, this is what I'm going to say. You can say, oh, we're losers for not getting a bunch of views. We do this for fun. What were you doing while you were looking up the podcast and trying to comment? Just sitting on the toilet or something like that, I would assume? Like, I wonder if you really thought that was going to, like, hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I've said it. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times on this very program. I don't care if it was just my mom and then like 2 other people listening to our show. We would still do this because it's fun.
Yeah, we do it for fun.
It's a hobby, and we like it.
spoilers, David. I got a full-time job, buddy. All right? And I just got a promotion like a month ago, so...
David Lowry.
You know, I couldn't really give a shit.
Well...
You said they get more.
I have a second one. I have a second one. This was a comment on our actual post of our last podcast.
Shit.
And this person, which I went to their account, clearly a fake account.
Oh, yeah?
Like a dozen total friends, like no posts, and the name... Sierra River Song.
Oh, that's a fake name.
That's a fake name. That's a character from Doctor Who.
I can't. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And if they're a Doctor Who fan, then they shouldn't act this way.
No, they shouldn't.
But their comment says, our last show, for those of you who are a little bit behind, was called A Pox on the Phony King. And you've got this lovely, we should have put it up here. You've got a lovely thumbnail. You and I are on there. So is Anson Mound.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And we've got Mel Brooks on here.
Yeah, some Spaceball stuff.
Yeah,
on
you
there.
got Donald Trump on here too. I didn't realize.
Stitch on there.
Yeah. Okay, you got a few people. It's hard to see on my little phone here. But the person says, a pox on those hideous auction suckers in your photo. Oxygen suckers.
Oh, oxygen suckers.
Oxygen suckers.
Is he trying to say mouth breathers? Is that what he's trying to allude to?
He, she, they, I don't know.
Like, I don't get it.
A pox on us because we said a pox on the phony king, and we're alluding to Trump.
He's calling us mouth breathers, I guess. That's my best guess.
Okay.
So
a pox on us, apparently? Or is it a pox on the other people in the photo?
Surely you can't mean Mel Brooks. Surely you can't a pox.
You can't mean Rick Moranis, right?
No, I can't mean Rick Moranis. Maybe Pleakley?
Pleakley?
Maybe,
you meant Pleakley.
Maybe Pleakley.
He is a queer icon.
Yeah.
They are a queer icon. They are a drag fabulous queen. So maybe they meant Pleakley.
Look, MAGA's got to really, really come out because, like, shit hasn't been going well for MAGA lately. It hasn't been going all that well for them.
But they
lately.
don't care.
They don't. Right. But that's the reason why they gotta really like, they gotta try to come out with every single stupid little comment they can because they're losing some attention. They're losing some people on their side. You know, there's been some recent events, and I'm not going to allude to this.
We're going to get into this, yeah.
If we want to, but like, there's been some shit going on.
We will talk about the shit. We will talk about it.
Yeah.
But right now, we got some other. That's it from the mailbag for right now. But last show, our friend and resident flat earther Robert Hopkins. We had him on the show. We had him on hold last time. We ran out of time. So he's going to call back in tonight.
All right.
On the show. So that's going to be coming in later. Robert Hopkins, the flat earther, he's going to talk to us about how dinosaurs were on Noah's Ark and how bombing Iran is a good thing.
I'm eagerly waiting.
Yeah, so we're going to get to him a little bit later. He's going to be calling in the show. One more thing I wanted to say. I am enjoying another podcast, Adam.
Oh, yeah?
I am listening to a great podcast, and I wanted to give them a shout out right here on this air. It is quite the different style than our show.
What's it called?
It is called the Positive Impact Podcast. Like, we're for your distraction. Our main goal was to distract you.
That was the original goal.
That was the OG goal.
Sometimes, though, there's nothing that can distract you. Sometimes you got to take it balls to the wall.
We've
right to
now
your
gone
face.
balls to walls, and we don't always go positive here.
No, it's
You
really hard.
are the negative Nancy.
It's really hard.
So this show
what she
is
said.
a very positive. The host of the show, Sean Kirkland is his name, and he does a really great job. He tells different stories. They're funny, involving his family. He'll have some guests on, and they'll talk about things, but he's always sending a positive message. And with the way things have been going, especially as of late, I've needed that. So I wanted to give a shout out to Sean Kirkland and his podcast, the Positive Impact Podcast. We'll post a link to them on our stuff if you want to take a listen. I recommend it.
Shout out. That's awesome.
Shout out. So I think that's all I got for the housekeeping.
Housekeeping. Something I have.
Okay.
Not going into that yet. It's something else. I figured out drunk. I figured drunk out.
You figured drunk?
I figured drunk out. I figured out how to beat drunk.
It took you this long?
I figured it out. So you know how like you get drunk and then you get like the double vision, you have a hard time walking, and you know you get the the spins a little bit.
Oh, the spins. I'm very familiar.
I figured it out. When you get the double vision, you start getting double vision if you want to keep partying.
I'm going double vision.
Just close one eye. Everything goes immediately back to clear.
Like, do you get like a pirate eye patch? Would that help?
That might, yeah.
Oh.
But if you just close one eye, doesn't matter which eye, everything goes clear again. You don't get obviously you don't get double vision because one eye is closed, but like just close your eye, everything gets clear again. You can go about your business.
I'd like to see a medical study on this.
I wrote my thesis on this. I experimented. I had multiple tests that I ran on this, and you know what?
Is it peer reviewed, and have you defended?
You know what? I haven't. I'm bringing it up for the first time now. I'm waiting for somebody to counter it, to review the study.
Very good.
Challenge
forward to it.
Challenge it though. Drunk.
I'm looking forward to it.
Get drunk.
Because that's
close
what
one
we
eye.
do. We're open-minded like that. We're not going to be those people that say the Earth is flat and dinosaurs were on Noah's Ark and don't fucking tell
There's a
me otherwise.
velociraptor at the crucifixion.
Yeah, dude.
Just hanging out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I figured drunk out.
I'm proud of you for that.
No more double
Let's do a
vision.
test right now.
I think we'll do a test.
Let's test to the
Unlike
G.
you, I don't work tomorrow.
I have to work tomorrow.
So I will run another experiment tonight, I think. We'll run one more and we'll test it out.
Yeah.
Do the old touching your finger to your nose, walk in a straight line, count backwards from.
Can we tell the
100.
people that I'm having a sleepover?
Oh, yeah, we're having a slumber
I'm
party.
having a slumber party tonight.
Pillow fights and everything.
No homo.
No homo. It's
Unless
just fun.
we get drunk
It's
enough.
just fun, though.
We'll see how it goes. But I'm staying over at Adam's house tonight.
Yeah, because as we said, it's hot outside.
It's really hot. My air condition is on the fritz. It works. It blows cold air, but it also leaks, and it's kind of freaking me out.
That's when you just put a bucket under there.
The
Bucket method.
I don't want to talk about the details on the show because it would be boring, but it's just not a good time. So we're not turning it on, and it's ridiculously hot in the house. So I'm going to crash here where you have air conditioner, and it's pleasant, and I can actually get some sleep. Because I have to work in the morning.
Yeah,
so.
I don't, but yeah, you do.
All right.
Something else. Random thought. We're not getting into that yet.
Random thought.
We're not getting into the dad stuff just yet. We're gonna save that for a little bit. We're gonna save it for a little bit. Random thought. So think about this.
Yeah?
When you watch TV, do you have closed captions on?
I do. I'm an old fart.
At some point in our lifetime, everybody just decided to put closed captions on. Nobody talked about it. There was no meeting where we're gonna agree that this is the best. At some point, we all just decided that closed captions were the best. I call that fate. That's the only proof that
I think you're completely wrong.
There's a much larger, bigger thing in the universe.
I think Gen Zs and Gen Alphas hate closed captioning. I saw a TikTok one time, and it says, imagine going over to a guy's house that you met on Tinder, and you're watching TV, he's got closed captions on. And people are like, oh, I would just leave right then.
I don't buy it. I think
that's what was said, and I was like, I feel shots fired. I feel personally attacked.
My sister is about 12 years younger than me. She's in her early to mid 20s now at this point. She loves closed caption.
She would still be a millennial, though, right? She's
much closer to the Gen Z.
She's a cusp.
Yes.
She's technically still a millennial, but she's a younger millennial. She's not quite a Gen Z. I think. We'll have to fact check that. Fact checks. I've got 2. Speaking of ages, I almost went over this. I got 2 fact checks.
This is why we do it the way I do it.
Thank you for that. We're not done with housekeeping because I forgot about the very important. We try to fact check ourselves on this show.
I feel like we fact check when we find the information. We fact checked ourselves all the time. I feel like
the 2 fact checks. One's on you and one's on me.
All right. What's
the fact check on you, motherfucker?
What's the lie about
I'm
me?
Pissed.
What's the lie you're going to tell about me?
Last show, I think it was last show. It might have been the show before. You called me middle-aged. Do you remember calling me middle-aged?
Yeah, I remember that because you are.
I am not middle-aged, you son of a bitch.
You are.
I am 40.
Isn't middle-aged supposed to be like halfway between your life?
Wrong. Middle age is not that. Middle age is 45 to 65. Once you're over 65, you're a senior citizen. Under 45, which is what I am 40. I am 5 years away from just barely getting into the middle age.
What's the
What's your
source on that one?
I just Googled it.
Cool, because I just Googled it too right now.
45 to 65.
My Google says from 40 to 60.
45 to 65.
My Google response says so. Yeah, so therefore you need to do more research, son.
No, I don't believe you for 1 second.
I'm sorry, you need to do more research, Daddy. Even Wikipedia says.
Oh, you're going to Wikipedia.
No, that's the second resource.
Look at the first one that came up. The first thing, 45 to 65. Dictionary.com.
The first thing. Okay, dictionary. Fuck off. Is it the Webster's Dictionary?
You were praising dictionaries 2 shows ago.
Is it the Webster's Dictionary? Or
it is the Oxford, motherfucker.
Oh, so a not trusted source then.
It is the original. Oh my God.
Because we trust old things. Okay, life gets updated. Life gets updated.
Let's ask the listeners, what is middle-aged?
According to AI, 40 to 60.
It is 45
it's
to
40,
65.
60.
No, I will die on that hill. It is 45 to 65. Even if, motherfucker, you were right, I would just barely be there. Just barely. I just got there. So I am not middle-aged
Many
yet.
studies and demographic analysis place the early part of middle age around 35 to 44.
You keep coming up with different numbers.
That's third. That's third source right
45
there.
to 65. That's the final answer.
Nope.
It is 45 to 65. Eat a huge dick. Eat a huge diseased dick.
Well, I can't because I'm not middle-aged yet.
I am so furious with you. I am not sleeping over anymore. I would rather die in a hot car.
Fuck off. That's all I gotta say to that. Fuck off. Oh no, I screwed it up.
I would rather be a puppy locked in the trunk of a hot vehicle than be slandered on this. How dare you?
That's a horrifying thing, right? That's a horrifying image. Hold on, I got you, sir. There we go.
That's what a nuts.
Wrong one.
You called down the thunder. Well, now you got it.
Now you got it.
Somebody better tell us something because.
We got another fact check.
All right.
We're talking about The Lion King and how awesome it was. And we said something about Jeremy Irons, who's the voice of Scar.
I said he doesn't really sing in that.
He does not sing in that.
That's what we talked about.
But I said he did. He does the voice. He does the voice of Scar.
Yeah.
But the singing part was done by none other than Jim Cummings.
Really?
Yes.
So how is it a fact check though? Because technically Jeremy Irons still didn't sing in it.
I said he did.
Oh, you said he did. Okay.
I'm fact checking me.
Okay.
I'm fact checking me.
I was gonna say look.
No,
Given
not
the
you.
last
That was on
fact
me.
check,
That
I
was on
assumed
me.
all your ire was coming at me for this whole thing.
No, just about the age thing, and I'm still fired up. My blood pressure has nothing to do with my age. Nothing to do with the
You have
age.
to check your blood pressure.
My blood pressure is
a sign.
through the roof because I'm angry, not because I'm old.
I think you need to take your blood pressure medicine, sir.
Hell, I brought it with me. I'm sleeping over.
You're not winning that argument right now.
I brought all my meds. Relax.
He's got a pill box Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Do you really?
It's a hard knock life.
They make pill boxes that are for also day and night. So they separated also in individual days and then a separate slot for day and night in case you want to.
I get my pills sorted in the package by the day. like I'm some remedial, like, special needs person who can't do that.
Do you know how I know I'm not middle-aged? Because I just throw my pill bottles in the cupboard and take them when I need them. There are pills I have to take every day. I just take them. I remember to take them, and I just grab it and take it. I don't need a pill box.
Those were our fact checks.
I'm good, sir. I watched a Minecraft movie this past week. Did you watch that? I texted you about it. I said, "Hey, Minecraft is on."
I watched half of it.
Yeah.
And I turned it off.
Really?
It was so fucking awful.
It's not good. I watched the whole thing.
Bad, dude.
It's not good. What I will say is, it's not made for us. That's the thing. It's not made for us, and that's fine. I played Minecraft. Minecraft is a very fun game to play. It's basically just like peaceful Legos. Like it's one of those like therapeutic games you play where it's like not really like a major challenge. You kind of just like a sandbox, do whatever you want sort of thing. But yeah, it's still not made for me. I watched the whole thing. I feel like right now they're just kind of giving Jack Black whatever he wants. Says do what you want.
I'm kind of tired of him.
Like I'm not tired of him, but they are just like kind of like telling.
They're oversaturating the Jack Black
a little bit. Yeah, they're kind of like just saying Jack Black. Okay, Jack Black. What character am I gonna play? You just do you. Just do you, Jack Black. Like it was just the most Jack Black has ever been in any fucking movie. It really was.
It's pretty Jack
Numerous
Blacky.
songs. They let him sing all the fucking time. Do you remember those videos that were coming out whenever all the kids were seeing it in theaters, and then the chicken jockey scene would come and they freaking chicken jockey?
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to that scene. Did you get to that scene?
I didn't get there yet.
I got to that scene. Nothing like.
It was putting me
epic.
to sleep.
Yeah.
I had to turn it off because I was going to snore through it. It's hard to put me to sleep during a movie. I saw the scene. I ended it where they were like, they put on like the wing suits and they were like leaving the village. They were just attacked by the pig people. And pig people had like zeppelins that were like, and they were like going through the canyon and like, that's the last part I saw.
You didn't see Jack Black and fucking Jason Momoa 69ing?
I did see that part.
You saw that part?
I saw that part. That was one of the last things I saw.
Okay.
And I've only seen him do the one song.
By the way, those are called gas, by the way, not zeppelins. Those are living creatures that they tethered to themselves that shoot shit.
Okay. My kids played Minecraft, and I watched them play a little bit of it. And
did they watch? Did they watch a movie?
They didn't watch it with me. I don't know if they've seen it. Boy, was it terrible!
It's not good.
And it did so well in the theaters. People loved it, and I'm just like,
because you know what it was? The young generation Rick and Morty'd it. They pickle Ricked it. It just became a meme movie.
They pickle Ricked it.
They became a meme movie. Whether it was good or not, it didn't matter. That's the reason why you saw all those fucking videos of second like Chicken Jockey shows up, they fucking destroy the entire theater and they freak out. Not because they really cared, but because like they just saw a bunch of other people doing it. It became a meme. That's what it was. They memed the movie, and so therefore that's why it got popular, made all that fucking money. It's not because it was good. But yeah, I watched the whole fucking thing. I had time. I was doing it when I was working, but yeah, it's not good.
Didn't like it.
Yeah.
I'll probably finish it.
So I won't spoil anything for you then, okay.
I'll probably finish it, but didn't like what I saw so far.
Zack Snyder's Justice League? Watch it in parts, you know? Watch like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there. You'll get through it in like a week.
I watched that all at one setting because I'm a freak of nature.
How do you feel about the new Batman shit? Or not Batman, Superman movie?
I haven't seen it.
No, but like you've seen the trailers, right?
Like in nauseum. They're like really oversaturating those trailers.
They are.
They're really promoting the shit out of that movie.
How do you feel about it though? Like, are you excited? Are you kind of pumped? Are you like?
I trust James Gunn.
Me too. Yeah.
I trust James Gunn, but I'm still apprehensive because DC hasn't really done anything good
he's bringing crypto into the universe, into the live action universe. He's bringing crypto.
Is that supposed to be a deal breaker?
No, what I'm saying is like that's cool. Like he's bringing some like he's doing the gutsy shit that like Zack Snyder and all them wouldn't do, where it's like Crypto's a very cartoony type of character.
I remember Crypto from Super Friends.
Yeah, he's a very cartoony character that you never would have thought you'd seen in live action. We're getting Crypto in live action because it's James Gunn.
I don't care about Crypto at all.
Crypto's cool.
Should I care about Crypto?
Cool shit.
Did you read Superman comics?
No.
I've never read a Superman comic in my life. He just never really did it for me. I was never really into the Boy Scouts.
He's a fucking dog that flies around and has Superman powers, and his buddies
How?
are Superman.
What's the lore there?
I bet you there is lore, but I guarantee there is. Actually, you know what? I'll do some homework, and I will find out the lore of Krypto, and I'll bring it to the next show.
How did he get to Earth from Krypton? Like, everybody on Krypton died.
Except for there was an entire city that didn't die. They were taken by Brainiac. There's an entire Kryptonian city that didn't die. That was where that whole story had to do with Supergirl, because she was from that city.
No. She got sent too.
Yeah, she got sent, and that city before Krypton got destroyed got zapped up by and miniaturized by Brainiac. That's the whole lore of that. So there is an entire Kryptonian city that still exists, that's alive with Kryptonians, just shrunken in Brainiac's fucking vault, his glove box.
I thought Kara was older.
She is.
She
is. The way the lore works is her ship got knocked off course, and so I think Superman went through like a wormhole or something like that basically sped things up for him. Or no, she went through a wormhole, and so like it kind of like slowed her down a little bit, like her travel, so that Superman basically got to Earth, became Superman, and she like came out of the wormhole while he was Superman. That's why he's older than her. Technically, she is supposed to be the older cousin, but she got like stuck in her ship, got like knocked off course, got like stuck in a wormhole, and didn't come out of it until like years later. That's why she's younger.
I'm more excited for the Guy Gardner Green Lantern.
That's gonna be fun.
I'm excited for that. I keep seeing a clip on TikTok, and it's from one of those DC animated ones you like, and it's a Justice League, and they're sitting around a table, and it's the classic Justice League characters with a few more, and they're kind of doing like auditions to let more people into the Justice League.
Yeah.
And somebody says, "Well, there is one more Green Lantern on Earth, Guy Gardner," and they pan over to Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, who are both sitting there, and simultaneously they're both like, "No!" And I was like, "Okay, I want to see why."
Nathan Fillion's gonna be playing Guy Gardner in the movie, so that's gonna be fun too. He does a lot of he actually does voices in the DC shows. He does voices for Hal Jordan, in like all those DC cartoons and stuff like the movies. So he does that voice. So that's gonna be good. I'm more curious what he's gonna do with Batman, because we're gonna have now two different Batman. There's going to be James Gunn's Batman, and then there's the Batman. You know, like the Batman
Robert
movie.
Pattinson?
Yeah, the Robert Pattinson. They're not, from what I understand, they're not incorporating those movies into this universe. There's going to be a whole other Batman. So and they're going to be supposed to be making a sequel to The Batman. So that movie's going to keep going alongside this. It's going to get real confusing for people. I don't know how that's going to go down. I don't know how they're going to be able to do that. It's going to get wildly confusing.
Did you like the Penguin?
I love the Penguin. Such a good movie. Or TV show. Such a good show.
I kind of like the Matt Reeves universe. I liked the Batman.
The Batman was just okay.
I liked it.
It wasn't bad, but it was okay. You know what it was for me? I think Robert Pattinson does a good Batman. I don't think he does a good Bruce Wayne. Because what we need out of our Bruce Wayne is kind of a little bit of what Christian Bale did. When he's in the suit, he's like all like serious and everything like that, but out of the suit in public, he's a playboy. We need more of that. He's got to be like a playboy type kind of person. He can't be grumpy in the suit and then grumpy out of the suit.
That's kind of his brooding nature, though.
But that's the point of Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is not meant to be the brooding nature. Bruce Wayne. It's the reason why it's the fucking philosophical bullshit that all the super nerds jerk off to. But it's like Batman is like the costume, Batman is like his real self, and Bruce Wayne's the costume. That's the alter ego. He's really Batman.
You've said this before. This is why you always say Michael Keaton was an amazing Bruce Wayne.
He was really good. He was really good.
He was barely Batman.
But when he was Batman, you believed he was Batman.
He was very, very...
That's the downside of
very
those
small amounts
movies.
of him being Batman in that film.
Christian Bale does a pretty good job of separating the two. When he's in his bat suit, he's brooding. But then when he's in public as Bruce Wayne, he's Bruce Wayne. You know, there's the scene in the restaurant when he brings those two like Russian hookers or whatever, and they they're playing in like he buys the hotel. It's like they get in the aquarium or whatever, the little pond thing, and he's like, "Oh, sir, you can't do this." He's like, "I just bought the hotel," and then he goes and parties with them. That's Bruce Wayne. He's fucking being like a playboy douchebag.
But in that, even he was playing a character.
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne wasn't he was.
Bruce Wayne is the character. Batman is his real self.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
But we didn't get any of that from Robert Pattinson. He was grumpy in the suit, and then when he was out of the suit,
Michael Keaton
he was
wasn't
fucking
that
grumpy.
way.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton, his real self was Bruce Wayne. Batman was a golem that he played.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. I guess we agree.
I think we're agreeing.
Michael
yes.
Keaton's my favorite.
But like I said, I think the point I'm trying to make is I don't have a problem with Robert Pattinson. I think it was pretty good. I think he needs to just be a little more upbeat out of the fucking suit. Be more of a playboy. Be more of like a billionaire playboy. And then I think that would be pretty cool. It'd be really interesting if they cast Jensen Ackles to be Batman. He does a lot of the voices in those DC animated movies as Batman.
Are those canon or are those wiped out too with the new with the reboot?
They're animated movies. Who cares? Like they don't.
James Gunn cares.
I mean,
he's the boss.
But what I'm saying is like when you say canon, like the animated shit isn't canon for DC really. The
Why
animated
not?
live action shit is different.
Why not? Why can't they exist together?
I mean, they can, I guess, but like the point I'm trying to make is like Jensen Ackles does a pretty good Batman voice, and I think he'd be pretty. I think if you look at Jensen Ackles, he could pull off the Bruce Wayne persona. He's chiseled jaw, good looking guy. He could pull off the billionaire playboy. He's fun like that, and then he could get serious for the Batman role. Like, if you're gonna do a younger Batman, I think Ben Affleck did a pretty good older Batman. He was grumpy kind of all the time, but that's because it was his old man Batman
Jensen
art.
Ackles isn't a young man either.
He's he's way younger than
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck. And if you've looked at him, bro looks like he's in his early 30s.
He does look good for his age.
He looks young. He looks young, and he's built.
I mean, he's got to be middle-aged, Adam. I mean,
He probably is. I'll Google.
He's been on the scene for a long time.
Yeah.
He's got to be older than Robert Pattinson.
Well, yeah, probably. How old is Robert Pattinson?
He might be my age.
Jensen Ackles is. I'm going to tell you this age. You know what he looks like. He is 47 years old.
I thought he'd be older.
He's 3 from 50, and he looks like this.
Yeah, I thought he'd be older, actually. Supernatural's a really old show. He must have been really young when he started on that show.
That show went for like 16 seasons.
That's what
or
I
some shit
mean.
Like that. Yeah.
Like, it.
Robert Pattinson is 39, too.
It's my age. Ooh, I guessed it.
Yeah. He's 39. I think Jensen Ackles.
I thought Jensen Ackles was older.
He'd be good. I think he'd be good.
Yeah, he'd be fine. He was good in The Boys as Soldier Boy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Soldier Boy, tell him. You crank that Soldier Boy. Well, Adam.
I've been watching Andor. One more thing, and then we'll get into it. One more. I'm watching Andor.
About time.
I'm on episode 7, I think, right now, so I'm almost through it. I'm gonna two things I didn't like about the show so far.
Okay.
Number one, I don't like this whole every like 2 or 3 episodes is 1 year later thing.
You don't like that?
No, because it's not telling like one concise story. It's just time spanning, and I'm just kind of like, I just tell me a story.
This whole thing
That's
has
not a
to
deal
take
breaker.
place.
That's not a deal breaker.
Okay, fine.
But it's just something I'm not a big fan of.
It didn't bother me at all.
The one thing that kind of bugged me a little bit, I feel like they've wasted so much time in the first like 4 episodes on shit that I don't care about. Like the first 2 episodes, Cassian is like handcuffed, captured by this group of like.
Oh yeah, that didn't. Okay, I think I agree with you.
For like 2 episodes, Cassian's just handcuffed in a busted out ship after he steals a TIE fighter. And then
kick-ass special TIE fighter.
Yeah, it looks badass, what it does. And then he escapes and flies away, and then that's it.
That's it.
Like these people don't. I'm on episode 7. Don't spoil it for me. But I'm guessing we don't fucking hear from these people ever again. I'm guessing they don't show up again. So it was almost a waste of 2 fucking episodes. Or watching Mon Mothma do whatever fucking bullshit she's doing in her fucking special party nonsense.
It wouldn't be fucking Star Wars if they weren't politicking. There's Mon Mothma.
I don't have a problem with the politicking. I don't give a fuck about this goddamn wedding. This wedding party and shit like that they were throwing. I was like, this is boring. They spent way too much time on it. It's fine to have it, but they spent a lot of time on it.
Everybody was it New Hope? I think it might have been New Hope, where everybody was like, "Oh, there's no women." Like Aunt Beru and
that's
like that's
yeah.
and then
It was
and then
Leia
like
and Aunt
Princess
Beru.
Leia and Beru, and then everybody's like, "What about that one chick who shows up for 1 minute?"
Who nobody knew the
Nobody
name
knew
was until they
that
had
was
to
Mon
look at it.
Mothma.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, people are like, well, now let's give her a story. Now let's explain her. Did we need that?
I'm fine with the Mon Mothma story. Let me see.
kinda like
Let
her.
me see her do some like political backhanded stuff. I don't give a fuck about this goddamn wedding. Oh, they're partying.
They're dance
Oh, they're
moves.
dancing. Oh, they're going crazy. Oh,
I
my
wanted the
God.
Max Rivos band playing at that wedding.
I'm
we
like-
didn't get that. We
I'm
got some
like-
horrible DJ.
Here's the thing. I don't even have a problem with the wedding. It's the amount of time
If
they
you're gonna
spent
have a
on it.
wedding, you have a band. You don't have a DJ.
She partied hard that night.
They were partying hard.
You see her. She was doing shots left and right. She's like, just down and because she's basically killing her fucking friend, I guess, or Luthen's having him killed. But like, I don't even have a problem with the wedding. They just spent so much time on it. That was my problem. The first 4 fucking the show for me. The show didn't start until Cassian went to Gorman. That's when the show started. That's when the season started, because there was some cool stuff that happened in there. Because now we have a Cassian that's. Here's the thing. By the way, I don't have a problem with the 1 year later thing at the beginning of the season. That was fine, but they keep repeating that 1 year later aspect. That's the kind of thing that's bugging me. But like now we have a Cassian that's in the system. He's in it a little bit. He's had some experience. He kind of knows what he's doing. And so Luthen's sending him to Gorman to evaluate the possible aspect
When this
of the
show
rebellion
started,
there.
he didn't want anything to do with the rebellion. Luthen tapped him, and
Yeah.
now he is full on in this.
But he's also cool. Like he shows up like undercover on Gorman, and he does like cool things. Like the one council leader's daughter like shows up at the cafe with him and comes up to him, and he's like acting all like nice stuff like that. And then when everybody's out of earshot, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck did you come up to me in the middle of the? You don't know what the hell you're doing. You just killed all of us. If the wrong people are listening."
Yes.
I was like, "That's cool." That's some like James Bond undercover bullshit right there that's going on. That's cool. For me, that's episode 5 is when the season starts. It kind of is for me. Then it was like pretty cool. Then it was like some cool shit happened. I'm digging it a lot more now. I'll be honest with you. I don't know if they did this. I feel like now though, every single show at the beginning of a new season, they need to give us like a 5-minute recap of what happened in the previous season. There are characters I forgot about when they showed up. I was like, I don't fucking remember this person. I don't fucking remember this person at all. Like at the beginning, whenever
Spy who was
not even that. Like when they were in the farm planet, and there was a few people there, and I'm like besides the one chick I can't remember, Bix. Besides Bix, I was like, I don't fucking know who these other people are at all. Like I know I saw a couple of these guys, but I have no fucking. And then the one dude dies because he's like running away from the stormtroopers, and Cassian like shoots him down. It was a badass scene when Cassian showed up and fucking fucked all those
in that
empires up.
ship.
In that ship. But then I was
that
like,
ship is so cool.
It's so cool.
I'm like, this is going to be Cassian's ship now. The ship is never seen again.
No, it's not.
And it's bullshit.
Not only that, you have no idea what happens to the ship because it does the 1 year later bullshit. I'm like, what was the point of stealing
Okay,
it?
if it's
Where
not
did
going to be his
who
ship,
did he deliver
give it to the rebellion?
Like what happened?
Why isn't the rebellion ever using this? We know because we've seen.
It was a TIE fighter that had a fucking warp drive.
Yes.
That no TIE fighter. In fact, it's even canon where it's like in New Hope.
It's
in
not
a New
warp,
Hope.
it's hyper. but
Whatever. In a New
you're
Hope,
mixing franchises now. It's
in
okay.
A New Hope, it's canon that TIE fighters do not have hyper drives. Because that's whenever they follow the TIE fighter to the Death Star.
Yeah.
And it's like, how did a TIE fighter get out of here all the way out here? They don't have hyperdrives, blah, 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 blah. They're not X-Wings. This is a TIE fighter that had hyperdrive. First of all, in the fucking past, and you never see it again in the future, but you don't ever see it again in this fucking show. And I'm like, what's going on? It's a cool show.
I like it.
It's a cool show. The issues I have with it don't prevent me from liking the show. It's just, I'm hoping that the last skip is the last 1 year later skip.
The
I'm
real
hoping it
big
is.
problem I have with it is we know how it ends.
That's another thing,
And
too.
it ends poorly. And I'll tell you, I got excited.
Spoilers. He doesn't make it through the rebellion. If you didn't watch Rogue One, he didn't make it.
And you haven't finished it yet, so I don't want to give anything away, but there's actually a little Easter egg that's kind of cool. But when I finished the second season, I was like, damn, I want more. So I watched Rogue One right after I finished the last episode.
That's a good fucking movie.
Rogue One is a masterpiece. It is so perfect.
I feel like I was one of the people that loved Rogue One a lot more than some other people. And I'm not pointing fingers at you. I know you liked it. I feel like you didn't like it as much. When I first watched that movie, I was like, this is fucking Star Wars. This movie is amazing.
It was good.
It was amazing. I feel like it's one of those kind of movies that other people were like, yeah, it's pretty good. And the more people watch, like, actually, this is really fucking good.
I think I really liked it. I'll have to go back and listen to our show. But
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I think I said that about Solo.
Yeah.
I didn't really like that. It was okay. But I feel like I really liked Rogue One. Rogue One was gas.
It was. One of the cool things, and I feel like it started with Rogue One. One of the cool things I do like about new Star Wars right now, at least like these TV shows and Rogue One and stuff like that, they're really giving you the atmosphere of the size of a planet. Like, think about like the original trilogy. You got to work with what you're working with, but like they look like marbles, you know. Like you couldn't really tell the size of a planet. You're just kind of a planet off in the distance. This one, there are certain scenes where it takes place in the out in the atmosphere and space around a planet. You could see like how massive an actual planet is, and that's something that's really cool to kind of see it in this show. Does that fucking droid come back? The stutterer, does he come back? Just spoil that for me. Do we see him again? He fucking disappeared after they left the farm planet too. He stayed with that one woman. You remember what I'm talking about?
No.
That droid doesn't come back. I like that droid.
Well, have you seen K2SO?
No, I haven't seen him yet.
Okay.
He's coming? Okay, cool. I'm not. That's not a spoiler.
Well, you
because
know-
we knew he was going to come. That's
Right.
not a spoiler. I knew it was coming.
Okay.
But there's that stuttering droid that was like a junky R2D2 almost. I like that droid. I want to see more of him. That's a cool ass droid. That's a funny little quirky little droid. That sucks, man. All right, I'm done talking about Andor. I'm good.
You're done talking about Andor. Well,
Scott,
finish it.
I'm gonna finish it. We're gonna watch actually more. Since we're having a slumber party, we're gonna watch some more Andor because that's what I want to watch. So, after we watch Core Cinema, obviously. But get into it, Scott. You lead it. You take the lead on this one. I always do it. You take the lead.
All right. We got to do it. We got to discuss it. All right, a thing has
You
happened.
start talking about it, I got to get myself a Dr. Pepper so I can make another mixed drink.
A thing has happened. A thing has happened since we recorded last time. We've talked about it a lot. The issues going on with Palestine and Israel. Well, ya boy, President Donald Genius Trump,
Taco himself.
he has entered us into the said conflict. Just a couple days ago, the United States of America bombed, I think it was three nuclear targets in the sovereign nation of Iran.
Not only did he, so like, this is my, I put a Facebook post this past week
You
when it
did.
happened, and you
I
loved it.
liked
You loved
it.
it. And I'm gonna, this is gonna be my hot take for the night.
Get ready.
So right now we're potentially at war with Iran.
It's not technically
It's not
a war.
technically a war, but we are potentially at a war with Iran.
We haven't been to war since 1945. To be an official war, Congress must declare.
Yeah, Congress must declare. But
So
I mean,
that's why Vietnam is the
he's-
Vietnam conflict, Korean conflict, Afghanistan, Iraq, you name it. None of them have been official wars.
He's been sidestepping a lot of stuff, so we'll see what's going to
He's
happen.
not the only
there.
one.
No,
Bush
he's
did
not
it.
the only one either. No,
Bush did. So I'm sorry to cut you off, but
No, you're good.
I have to be honest on here. I've seen a lot of people on the left, like you and I, that are like, Trump just unilaterally attacked a sovereign country.
Obama did the same shit too.
They all do it.
Yeah, they all do it.
They all do. Now Obama was a little bit different, and listen. Oh my God, there's so much.
Drone strike.
There's so much to unpack here. I really like President Obama. He's probably my favorite president in my lifetime. But I'm very critical of. He was very loose and liberal with his drone strikes. Now, in 2009, 2010,
We got drones. Let's use them.
drone technology was relatively new at the time, and it was like a boy with his new toy.
He's like, wait a minute.
He bombed the shit out of brown kids, and I
Yeah.
completely disagree with him.
Yeah.
But But. Here's the difference. Obama never attacked a foreign nation. He attacked terror cells. Now, he did so haphazardly. If there was a Al-Qaeda leader in a house chilling in Afghanistan or Iran or Iraq or Pakistan or wherever, and he was like fucking kids playing in the neighborhood, he didn't care. He dropped bombs on those kids' head to kill that one guy.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. That was wrong, and it sucks. He should not have done that. But he didn't attack a country's infrastructure. He didn't attack another nation. That's what Trump did.
I heard like the buildings he blew up to were fucking empty. Empty. That's what I heard too.
Yes, because there was
in there.
They don't have. Adam, how many times have we heard this?
They have this. Come back to my fucking Facebook post. How this fucking administration, potential war with Iran to weed out weapons of mass destruction. How very 2003 of this fucking administration.
We've heard this so many times.
Cue whatever fucking political patriotic recorded Toby Keith today, which is today's Jason Aldean is what it is. There it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hot take. I love that hot take. That's a good one.
It really is. They're using George W. Bush's playbook for the reason why we had to go to war with Iraq, why we have to bomb fucking Iran. They got weapons of mass destruction. We got to make sure we take them out. Not only that, but also right after Trump fucking bombed those facilities, like, all right, now Iran, you need to sue for peace. You need to come to peace. Our UN ambassador or whatever representative, because Iran by the way, fuck Iran. By the way, also we're not pro Iran. Fuck Iran for the most part. For the most part, Iran sucks as well. We don't want to go to war with Iran. That's the point of this disagreement that with Trump and everything like that. On this.
Why are we saying fuck Iran?
So, first of all, Iran is allied with China and Russia, from what I understand.
Yeah, they are.
And I will admit that I'm wrong on this, but correct me if I'm wrong. But don't they still have those dystopian levels of bullshit against like women and stuff like that?
False.
Is that not accurate?
No.
Correct me if I'm wrong. No. That's why I'm asking.
You can watch videos of Tehran at nighttime, and it looks like you're in fucking Chicago.
Okay.
There's just young people walking around. Women do women wear their burqas and cover themselves? They can. It's their choice.
But they're not forced.
They don't have to.
Okay.
There are countries that force them, which I disagree with.
Yeah.
But
those are the ones
they're no more wildly crazy conservative religious than the United States of America, which is bad.
Yes.
Like, that's bad. But
I'm happy to correct it on that, because that was the understanding.
The Ayatollah is a right-wing conservative nut. But they have a president. He's their faith leader. He's not the guy who controls the country. It's like King Charles doesn't control Great Britain either. You know, it's kind of like that deal. So that's not. People think Americans don't fucking understand. They think of Iran as some like third world desert country. That is not the case. It has a booming economy. I've never been there, but I know people who have gone there, and there's bad places just like here.
It's because it's so different from the Western world that like Americans, and I'll throw myself into the bunch a little bit, that we have a hard time at recognizing like an area like that. Typically, like all we ever see, that all the footage we're ever given is like people riding fucking camels and in burqas and shit like that, and living in huts and everything like that. They never show us like the booming cities that exist in the Middle East.
And there are countries that are like that in the Middle East, but Iran is not one of them. And I do want to point this out. There was a TikTok I watched with a college professor who has some sort of history. I forget which one, but he speaks multiple languages. One of them is Farsi, which is what they speak in Iran. And he's explaining, he's like, the right-wing media loves to portray, they see people in Iran going, death to America and death to Israel. He goes, I want to tell a story about the last time I was in Tehran, and I was in a taxi cab, and I'm in the back seat, and we're driving through, and we hit a big traffic. We're stuck in traffic. We're not moving. And I hear my taxi cab driver go, death to traffic. And he goes, like, wait a minute. Like, what's going on? He's like, so I asked him. I said, you said death to traffic. Like, I hear people say death to America and death. He goes, it is lost in translations from Farsi to English. It is the equivalent of saying, damn America, or damn Israel, or damn traffic.
Yeah.
But it just translates to death because that's language is funny. Yeah. And I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, we're just too stupid to understand that. Like, I say damn shit all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I
damn
say
you for calling me old earlier in this podcast. I'm not saying death to you. I don't want you to die because of it, but damn you for saying, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
And so we're going to bomb them.
And damn you for lying about your age.
We're bombing them because Netanyahu has PP tapes of Trump.
Yeah, did you fucking see? There it is.
That's what it is.
There it
Yeah,
is.
that's why.
Did you see Netanyahu's fucking response after we bombed those facilities?
No,
It was like-
I'm going to be upset.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I caught a clip of it, and he was basically like praising Trump and, good job, America. Thank you, America's doing the good thing, blah, blah, blah. Fuck Netanyahu. Fuck you, dude.
Fuck that
Go
guy,
fuck
man.
yourself. Drop a bomb on me. See if I care. Fuck you, dude.
You called
I'm
down
sucking
the
tonight.
thunder, well,
That's
now
all right.
you got
That's all right.
We had to move
okay.
some stuff around. So
Yeah. It's...
So another thing happened today.
yeah, move on from that, yeah.
Iran retaliated. Did you see
That's
this?
what I was going to bring. Yeah. Not only did they retaliate, first of all...
Two
And I was
military
going to say,
bases, right?
our UN ambassador, I think it's our UN ambassador, also said after the retaliation, how dare Iran do this? It's like, you fucking bombed 3 goddamn billions and you expect them to not do something? The fuck are you talking about?
So I know they attacked a military base in Qatar. And I believe they did a second one in Iraq.
I didn't hear about the second one. I heard about the first one in Qatar.
Maybe that's just...
So from what I understand, they managed to intercept the missiles and there was no injuries or death as far as we know. The missiles were intercepted and didn't actually hit their intended targets. So thank goodness that it did not kill fucking Americans, that this fucking action that this president did.
Had it, though, those American bloods would be on Trump's hands and the people who voted for him.
So I'm going to say this. I've been watching. So like I found out about this, us bombing them. I think it was Saturday night. I started work and I was doing my normal shit, and then once I settled down after I did my initial shit, I was kind of like flipping through TikTok, and I was like, once I opened up TikTok, I was like, oh yeah, we bombed Iran. And I was like, I'm tired. This is my last day of work this week. I work 10-hour shifts, and I'm finding out now on Saturday night that we fucking bombed Iran. Like, this is fucking insane. From what I understand, though, there are, and I was watching a lot of lives and stuff like that because there's a lot of people like coming up and talking to people. I when I'm bored at night and I got nothing else better to do, I'll put on TikTok lives, watching the old usuals that I've subscribed to, that I follow. And there were a lot of, first of all, MAGA was nowhere to be found for the most part. Typically these debates I watch, MAGA likes to get up there and talk shit. There's very few MAGA that was willing to get up and talk about this. And there were some that were like MAGA Trump supporters that voted for Trump that are like, I gotta be honest with you, dude. I supported everything he's done so far, but this fucking thing, I can't back this.
I've seen a lot of people like.
There are plenty of those that support it, yes,
Yeah.
but there's been a lot of people that are
I've
like.
seen some surprising ones. Tucker Carlson came out against it. Marjorie Taylor Greene came out against it.
Tucker Carlson is gonna. Are we doing a bonus show tonight?
We're doing a bonus show.
We'll save that for the bonus show. I'm gonna talk about Tucker Carlson later.
If you want to hear the bonus content, subscribe to our Patreon.
Patreon.com/4distraction, $1 a month, 4 quarters. All proceeds go to prove the show. Yeah, there was a lot of people that like have spoken out against this. Even like I think I saw a video where there was a reporter that was asking Donald Trump, like, "Hey, you bombed these facilities. All your intelligence agencies said there was no proof that they had any nuclear weapons or anything like that in his facilities." And Donald Trump was like, well, that's not true. Who told you that? It was like Tulsi Gabbard said that. And he was like, she didn't know what she's talking about. It's like,
Got to interrupt you. Got breaking news.
Breaking news?
Breaking news. Breaking news in the mailbag.
Oh, somebody live
We
commented?
just got a message from our old pal Mike D. He
Mike
asked,
D, get in the fucking
is-
YouTube and chat.
"Is
Come on.
Adam getting swole?"
I am. First of all,
Look at his smile. That's the biggest smile. Your face must hurt.
First
That
of
is
all,
the biggest.
well, tomorrow's face day. Tomorrow's face day.
Okay, good.
I'm just warming up. I am. I've been going to the gym a lot lately. First of all, I'll be honest with you. Part of it's the shirt.
It is the shirt.
It's part of it's the
that
shirt.
graphic tee from 2003.
Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that bicep.
Damn.
Look at that shit.
Look at that.
Part of it is part of it's a t-shirt because it's an American Eagle t-shirt, and as we talked about earlier in the show, they make their shit tight. This shit is tight on my
Are
fucking
you
bicep.
juicing?
No, it's all natural, buddy. Fucking nothing but protein, brother. I've been working out a lot lately. It is the shirt. I understand now why young teens and early college students would wear these kind of like American Eagle t-shirts that like to work out. They really show off your muscles if you're muscular. They really show it off. So
Look at the guns, man. You only think about those guns. I should have put my sunglasses on. You need some tan on those arms.
yeah,
man.
I'm a little pale.
You're a little
You
pale.
can see right here, like
Now look at these ones. Look at that sun-kissed
you can
skin.
see. You can see right here the moment where you could see the normal t-shirts I wear. There's
that's
there's
right there. That's
look at
the thumbnail.
It's a little tan. It's a little tan right here, and then it goes pure pale.
That's the thumbnail, not that shit from before. Okay. He's gonna timestamp it. He's gonna use.
If I don't, I'm not gonna remember. I'm not gonna remember at all. Mike D, why aren't you chatting in the fucking YouTube video, dude? Brother, come on. Or he's not watching. You're not watching, really. You just saw the fucking thing and you're just like commenting. How dare you?
He listens. He usually doesn't watch. He usually listens. He's told me that multiple times.
Then apparently he's watching now because he commented.
Or he just saw the live scroll by.
I guess.
He's
I
told
could do
me
that.
he doesn't care for watching podcasts. He likes to listen to podcasts while he's driving his car for work.
You're missing some stuff then, man. I like to, when I can, I like to put some video shit on
You're
here.
missing these salacious arms.
Look at these. Look at this. It's the same on this side, too.
And ladies, he's single.
Look at that.
If you want to go on a date with Adam, shoot us an email.
That's the thumbnail right
For distraction@gmail.com. Squeezing nipples. As I said that, no wonder you know I have girlfriend. I don't know why I'm doing that voice.
You're doing a racist.
I'm doing a racist. I'm doing a racist.
Scott do a racist. Yes, he did.
This is Donald Trump's America. I'm a middle-aged man, damn it. I can say that shit.
I'm a middle-aged man.
Oh, God. If we're going to die in a fiery death, we might as well go out having fun.
Or nipple butt. Not nipple butt.
The middle-aged podcast. That's the name.
I'll save this other thing for the post show too, since we're going to talk.
We
about
got
other
content
politics
for
shit,
the
too.
for the Patreon, so definitely subscribe to our Patreon. It's a mere measly $1 a month, and that money doesn't go to our pockets. It goes to help us make the show better.
I'm putting all the proceeds towards improving the equipment, all this shit. We still got to put the poster up from the March Madness. That still has to come.
Oh
up.
yeah. So I was really mad because I wanted to like buy it from a local vendor and not give money to Amazon.
You're not going to be able to do that.
I know.
If you really want to, you can pay Westminster to print out a whatever size poster you
I
want.
also don't want to pay a lot.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, I think I'm just gonna break down and get it from Amazon.
I've been limiting a lot of my Amazon purchases lately.
I'm not a
I've had to
fan.
buy one or two things, but I've significantly little. Like the one thing I have to buy from Amazon because I can't find it around here is like the filters for like my the water bowl out for the pets out there. I got to get the filters for that fountain.
I went to that
so.
the zombie conference, and
Yeah.
there was some vendors there, and like it was mostly zombie and horror stuff, but there was like some pop culture, and I'm like, oh, I'll find a Empire Strikes Back. Come on, I'll find that.
Obviously, yeah.
Searched high and low, never found one. So I went to a couple like shops around town, like, oh, they had posters for days, no Empire. So I'm like, I'm just gonna have to order it. So
Yeah.
that's why it isn't
There
here
are
yet.
poster-specific websites, though. If you want to avoid Amazon, there are specific websites that do dabble in poster.
I
for you
just
that-
wanted to get
to
the
avoid
money
that.
to a local vendor, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. I like to shop small. Damn it.
Did you try that? Did you try,
Death to big box stores.
did you try that comic book store we have in town?
I've been there a few times. I don't know if they have too many posters. That place is kind of a shit show. Their stuff's like everywhere, but
I mean,
They're
I feel
comics
like, I feel like
exclusive.
they don't get a lot of business. They definitely don't get a lot of business.
I
feel
like it.
I think
I've
it's
gone there
cool,
a few
yeah.
times, I've gone there quite a few times. I spent money there, so I hope they survive.
I hope they stick around. Yeah, I should probably spend more money there if I want them to stick around, I guess. All right, so the world's going to hell in a handbasket. Let's talk core cinema, Scott.
Oh yeah.
This is my pick this week. I chose Companion, which is on Max. Playing the trailer for you.
And
right
I
here.
have to tell you something. This is the trailer you're showing right now.
Yeah. It started out like it was almost a rom-com kind of thing.
Yes. I am super duper happy you told me not to watch this trailer.
The trailer gives almost everything away. It gives the twist away. Like
I haven't
honestly.
seen it yet.
This, yeah, the trailer. When I was recording the trailer for the show, I was like, "This is a stupid fucking trailer."
Right here.
Like, I get it, but like, it gives the surprise away. Like, the surprise is what like it makes the movie almost. Like, it's when you because it starts out narration by the main character. What was her character name? Fuck. Iris. I think it was
Iris,
Iris. Starts up with her narrating like the meet cute moment that she met her boyfriend, and then it ends with like, and this is like the moment that I kill him and stuff like that, and that drags you. You're like, oh my god, what's going on? What's gonna happen? And it's this whole thing where like it's the typical, the group of friends, they go out to the cabin in the woods and they're gonna party for the weekend because it's fun, and it stars Jack Quaid. It's I can't remember his name, but it's the guy that played Gabriel or Guillermo in What We Do in the Shadows, and it's just like this like little like you think it's gonna be like this weird like horror movie because the essentially the cabin is owned by this Russian guy who's like hooking up with one of their friends that they have there. Right. And apparently he's like married, and she's like a side piece. And you're like, oh my god, this is gonna turn into like maybe a mob thing, like or some horror serial killer kind of thing. And then it kind of goes off the rails. 3, 2, 1. If you do not want to get it spoiled,
If you watch that trailer, it spoiled it.
it does. But maybe people are like Mike D and they're just listening. Who knows?
Fair.
Basically, the movie is about. It's basically Westworld, is what it basically is.
She's a robot.
She's a robot. She's a
sex robot.
She's a companion bot. That's what she is. Essentially what it is the entire story is she's a companion bot for Jack Quaid's character, and she's down at the beach after like their first night of partying, and the Russian dude who we've kind of assumed is a mobster at this point basically tries to rape her. Which, can you rape a robot? I guess that's a philosophical question.
That's a Westworld question.
Yeah, and she kills him for it. And turns out the entire thing was planned because Jack Quaid's character jailbreaks the robot and puts like software on there and eliminates like the because like
safety protocols.
The first rule of robotics is like a robot, no matter what, can't harm a human or
Like
whatever.
Will Smith's iRobot.
Yeah, exactly. Asimov's first rule. So he basically like removed that protocol, and the entire thing was like they wanted to frame the robot for going crazy and like killing this dude because this dude has like a safe full of fucking money, like millions of dollars, and that was the whole thing. They were gonna kill this guy, get away with it by claiming the robot went haywire and did it so they can get all this fucking money. And then you find out, like, you're assuming, like, oh, that sucks, but, like, also he's a piece of shit mobster. And then you find out later on, he's not a mobster. Like, dude has, like, a mom and pop business or some shit like that.
Yeah.
He's like a genuinely kind of good dude, except for the rapey robot
But
thing.
it was a robot.
Yeah.
And the cheating on his wife.
Yeah, exactly. Cheating on his wife. Other than that, like, he was relatively, like, decent guy. Like, he wasn't, like, a criminal or anything like that. And then it's kind of, like, goes off the rails because the entire time you're rooting for Iris, obviously, because, she's been fucked over, essentially, and Jack Quaid plays like he plays like a really good, scary, abusive boyfriend villain character, because like there are multiple moments, even like at the end, like whenever before he shoots, like before he takes out Iris, he's trying to take out Iris, stuff like that. He basically asks her to like beg for her life, essentially, or like apologize or whatever. He plays like a very much like this guy's kind of an abusive villain boyfriend kind of character. The best spin, because if you watch the trailer, you know what's going on. The best spin was Guillermo's boyfriend turns out also to be a companion bot as well, and I had fun with it a lot. It's a genuinely good movie. And if you don't watch the trailer, it's a surprising movie as well.
I liked it because thank you for telling me to go in blind. I feel like if I would have watched that trailer, which I since have now watched, I would not have liked the movie as much as I did.
No, yeah. The moment that he said, like, Iris, go to sleep, and she went blank, you're like, she's a robot. And it's like, there it is, buddy. There's the trick. There's the flip. What's really cool about it, like, even whenever like the companies like employees came to pick Iris up and stuff like that, and like he was like explaining the situation, he's like making up all these tears, stuff like that, like, oh, I had to defend myself, and she went crazy, and they're like being like all cool about it, and then he finds out that, oh no, we don't put the important shit in the head, because he shot Iris in the head. It's like, we don't put the important shit in the head. The important shit is right here in the abdomen. Like, why would we do that? And he realizes he fucked up, and they get in the fucking car. And the one is the partner was like, so what do you think happens? Like, oh, that motherfucker jailbreak this robot. He's in trouble. He's fucking going to jail. 100%. Like that was
so those two guys, I got to point out, because you were sitting there with me when we were watching this, and I'm like, I know that guy.
The one dude looks like M. Night Shyamalan.
You were like, is that M. Night Shyamalan?
He looks like M.
And I'm
Night
like,
Shyamalan.
If M. Night Shyamalan was 20 years younger, turns out that kid was Jabuki Young White, who was the Gen Z correspondent at The Daily Show.
Oh, yeah.
And I loved him in that. But the other guy, the guy with the red beard,
yeah,
I'm like, I reckon Matt McCarthy. I follow him on TikTok.
Really?
He's the guy who owns the VHS garage. And he's always like, you pick
I haven't seen him in a while.
I follow him and I love his stuff. He has thousands of just like blank VHS
He goes to like
tapes.
garage sales and just buys
garage sales and stage sales. He goes to Goodwills, wherever, and he just buys these tapes and he puts them in order. He has like a video rental place, and people will just randomly say, pick a number, and he'll pick a random tape and play it. And it's so gold.
It's so good. How many
That was him.
How many home sex tapes, I wonder if that he's bought?
You know,
I wonder.
He once had to feel, he's like, you know, everyone asks me this. I have found none.
Really?
Until this week. He was like, I found one. It wasn't even a home sex tape. It was like a sex tape, like porn, basically.
Okay. That's not fun.
Yeah.
I want a home sex tape. That would be more fun.
Nah. He's only found porn once. I find that shocking.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Most of the time, it's just like
I guess if you make
grandparents recording something off of the TV in the 1990s.
I guess if you make a home sex tape, you're gonna hide that pretty well. I guess that's gonna be pretty well hidden.
Unless your last name's Kardashian. Hey-o. No, I really enjoyed Companion. Thank you for presenting it.
The ending was really cool too. It was very Deus Ex a little bit, except a little more fun, and it was fun. It was a fun movie to watch. Give it a try. Give it a watch. What are we watching for next week, though?
My turn. And
your turn.
This has been one of those ones. I think initially I gave you a list of a whole bunch of movies, and this is one of the ones you picked out of it. And I would have given it to you a long time ago, but it wasn't streaming on anything. And I just recently found it on streaming. I'm picking this movie because when I did my top 100, I had this movie. It's a war movie, and it's one of my favorite war movies. And you about fell out of that chair when I ranked it above Saving Private Ryan and Inglourious Basterds.
So this is gonna be the night where I'm gonna see if it is better or not.
I really enjoyed this movie. We're gonna watch the movie Fury.
That's been on my list of things to watch. It's one of those movies where it's like, I come across it and I'm like, God, I want to watch it so badly, but I'm not in the mood to
cast
watch
is
it.
good.
The casting is good. Every time I see a video on TikTok, I'll scroll through, I'll watch the entire video. I'm like, this looks good as shit.
Brad Pitt, Shia LaBeouf,
Yeah.
John Bernthal, the kid from Percy Jackson,
Yeah.
and the Louise from Ant-Man.
Yeah.
That's basically the only characters you need to know.
I sent you a TikTok about Luis from Ant-Man earlier this week about the soap
I
opera.
apologize to that man. I don't remember your name. We do appreciate you. I apologize to the man.
The soap opera TikTok, remember? They were doing like soap opera episodes and like a fucking, what was it? What was the store? One of those like.
I watch them. The ones you send me. Oh,
the one where it's like they taped an entire soap opera series, like 8 episodes, but they were just going into like one of those like Home Depot-esque type stores.
Yeah.
And they were like recording their soap opera there, and they kept getting kicked out by like the staff all the time. And he was one of the actors in that one. Yeah. I'll find it, and we'll let you know the name of that next week. So, Fury for next week.
Fury. It's on Prime. What did I say it was on?
You didn't tell me.
It's on something.
It's on a thing.
It's on a thing.
Here's the thing, Scott. Why don't you tell the people they can get a hold of for your distraction? I will Google and I will see. Hold on a second. There was a comment. When are you letting the flat Earth guy on? Just hold on a second.
He hasn't called in yet.
Just hold on a second. He hasn't called in yet.
He should
Patience.
He should have called in 10 minutes ago.
First things first, Scott has to let the people know how they can get a hold of for your distraction.
Yes.
While you do that, I'm going to look up and see what Fury's on.
All right. So if you want to get a hold of For Your Distraction, you can shoot us an email at foryourdistraction@gmail.com.
Prime and Tubi.
Prime and Tubi. Okay. Shoot us an email. We are on social media right now, Facebook, right? Just Facebook.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much just Facebook. Because we got kicked off of Twitter.
Scott still has to make the Instagram.
We got kicked off of Twitter, and I'm happy about it. But we are on Facebook, so search for Your Distraction on there. Like our page. We post the links to when we go live and to all of our shows on there, so you can follow us on there. YouTube, search for Your Distraction on there. Subscribe to us. We don't have many subscribers on our YouTube for some reason.
You can find all the links to all this stuff in the description of the show.
We get people
as well,
watching, but they're not subscribing. So
fucking hit the subscribe button, you cunts. Come on, do it.
I feel like those douchey like content creators who are like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications.
I'm wearing the tight American Eagle tee, so clearly we're douchebag mode tonight.
I don't want to say that crap, but God, people don't do it. It's frustrating. So iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you get your podcasts, you will find For Your Distraction.
If you can't find us on your podcasting app, let me know and I'll do what I can to put us on
He'll make it
there.
happen. We are also a member of the Electronic Media Collective. Head on over to the electronicmediacollective.com. Listen to our show and a bunch of other great shows on there. Patreon, we're going to do a Patreon show right after this. So subscribe to our Patreon. It's only $1 a month. Patreon /For Your Distraction.
Patreon.com/For Your Distraction.
Yes.
Links, they said links in the description of the show. So all you got to do is look in there.
Everything's in the show notes, and it's all. Gee, there he is. There he is. All right, we're going to get Adam.
Do we have time?
We are out of time again. Oh, I'm going to.
We're out of time
Robert
again.
Hopkins, we ran out of time again. I told him to call earlier. We ran out of time. I hope you're not mad, Robert Hopkins. We'll have to get you on next time. We just ran out of time again. So tune in next time. Next week we'll be back.
Yeah.
Back in the act. I am not a middle-aged man though.
Scott,
I am not middle-aged.
he shouldn't be disappointed. You know why?
Why?
You can't be disappointed with this definition. Hit that outro.
Now he's texting.